massive train accident occurred in the eastern Indian state of Odisha last night. Now, according to officials, at least 288 people have died so far and 900 have been injured in the incident. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi convened an emergency meeting to review the situation and is now heading to the incident site. The incident involved multiple trains, 2 passenger trains and 1 freight train. This happened after the Coromandel Express train collided into a goods train near Bahanagar railway station in Balasore district. The train was on the way to Chennai Central Station from the Shalimar station near Kolkata. Later, another passenger train, Howrah Superfast Express, running from Bengaluru to Howrah in West Bengal, got entangled with the Coromandel Express and its coaches capsized too. Rescue operations are still ongoing. National and State Disaster Response Force as well as Odisha Disaster Rapid Action Force are undertaking the operations. Air Force choppers have also been deployed to assist in the operations. In the aftermath of the incident, 43 trains have been cancelled for today, while routes of 38 trains have been changed. Minister for Railways visited the site and said a probe will be launched to determine the cause of one of the worst railway tragedies in India.
हाई लेवल कमेटी भी ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर हो गई है जो कि इस पूरे एक्सीडेंट में इंक्वायरी करेगी। कमिश्नर रेल सेफ्टी को भी बुलाया गया है, वो भी इंक्वायरी करेंगे और इस प्रॉब्लम के, इस एक्सीडेंट के रूट कॉज में जाएंगे।
The Railway Minister has announced ex gratia of over $12,000 for the keen of the deceased and rupees 200,000 for the severely injured. Indian President Draupadi Murmu expressed her condolences to those affected by the tragedy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that all possible assistance will be given to the injured. Nepal Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, who is on a visit to India, has also offered his condolences to the bereaved families. The United Nations General Assembly President, Taiwan's President and Maldives Foreign Minister have also expressed their condolences. Amidst the reports of death and destruction in the derailment incident, heartwarming tales of human empathy are also emerging. Locals in the Balasore district have been coming forward to help and save lives. A large number of people are volunteering to help in rescue operations. Many are also queuing up to donate blood after the horrific accident. Long lines of blood donors could be seen outside various hospitals. People queued up all night, determined to do their part in saving lives.
अपना मर्जी सो इच्छा से निस्वार्थ में हमने ब्लड देने के लिए आए हैं भद्रक मेडिकल कि हमारा ब्लड लेके कोई किसी का जिंदगी बच जाए, इससे खुशी और दुनिया में कुछ नहीं है। इसलिए हमारा सो इच्छा से हमने आए हैं ब्लड देने के लिए।
मैं ब्लड देने आया यहाँ। ये जो ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट हुआ बहानागर में, वहाँ कितना आदमी का निहत हुआ है और बाकी इंजर्ड हुए हैं और उनका ब्लड दरकार है इमरजेंसी में, इसीलिए यहाँ आके ब्लड दे रहा हूँ।
Let's talk more about this tragedy. Rakesh Chopra is a retired member of the Indian Railway Board. He is now joining us live. Rakesh, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. One of the tragic accidents, most tragic, and my condolences to the family, first of all.
It is indeed a tragic incident. We know that the Railway Ministry has ordered a probe into this incident, but in your own assessment, what do you think could have happened? Is it a case of human error or mechanical failure?
See what the news has been saying, there are 2 versions. So both of them, actually, it depends on when the final investigation is done, what comes out. The first is that there was a derailment, and as a result of the derailment, the collision took place with the other train. Now, derailment is a mechanical sort of a failure. It could be related to the track, it could be to the coaches that are there, the wheels of the coaches or underside, whatever it is, or to the floods as is being said. The other is that the collision took place first. So if the collision took place first, then it is a human failure. And that would need to be determined that how did this happen? Because we do have very foolproof systems today. Very foolproof systems. It is all electronic and the checking is done more than once. So it would be very important to figure out what really happened. What happened? What was wrong that went with the system?
Rakesh, let me ask you this. This incident has disrupted operations. How long will it take to clear the tracks? And are there any other alternatives that the Indian government should implement as a precaution and to clear the backlog?
Okay, I'll answer it in two. The first one is, how long will it take? Eric, it's a process where if you see the photographs, all the track has just been dismantled and thrown away. So this is going to be virtually the re-putting of the new track altogether. That means the sleepers, the rails, the ballast, and then compacting the ballast. While it will not take a very long time, maybe if the bodies have been removed, because on the railway system, one thing is very clear: till all the injured and all those who are demised bodies have been removed, no restoration starts. That is not allowed. So once this has been done, the restoration will start, and there would be cranes available, I'm sure, which will remove all the debris. And then the gangs will start putting, or the machines will start putting the sleepers and the rails all together, and then the ballast would be put, which would require to be tamped. So this could take about 2 days' time, 2 to 3 days' time, 2 days' time, I would reckon. Maybe third we enter into. And by that time, then the trains would start on a slow speed. Gradually, the speeds will be raised once the tamping has been done and the track has been brought to a full quality. As far as the second thing is concerned, see, what has been happening is very interesting. If you look at the decades of the past decades, since 50 actually,
right,
the maximum number of accidents occurred in the decade of 70. I think there was something like about 57 accidents.
Right.
Then, after that, following that, there was a big thrust for going in for modernization of the track, the safety of the track, safety of the coaches, and all these factors, signaling and everything. A lot of thrust was given to it. For the subsequent decades of 80s, 90s, it went off well. Then 2000 also it was fine, but 2010 to 20 has had the highest number of accidents. It's something 67 to 80 or 70 or something. That is the highest number. So, this very clearly tells us that there is a fatigue which sets into the system, and it requires to be constantly fed to be replaced.
Right.
And now, as I understand, in the last couple of budgets, the government of India has taken measures to provide enough money for the restoration and the rehabilitation of the track, or for that matter, new signaling systems are being introduced. The coaches have been improved. So the steps have been taken, and these would probably further require to be, hastened up to see that we are able to cover most of the Indian railway systems where the traffic is high as soon as possible.
Rakesh, let me ask you this. There's also another issue that has emerged following this tragic incident. Who should take responsibility for this going forward, and what measures should be prioritized at the moment to avoid such a disaster from recurring?
See, Eric, as far as the responsibility is concerned, it is right from the bottom to the top. And I think once the investigation comes out and we know what's the root cause, which the minister also wants, then probably the decision will be taken. But I can only quote to you two great incidents of the past. One was in the 50s when Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri, after a serious accident, he resigned as a railway minister. And the second one was during Mr. Nitish Kumar's time. There was a major accident and he resigned after that. So these two have been the political thing. Down in the bureaucracy, it depends on where the fault really lies. And if it is in the planning or the management, certainly the senior management goes. But if it is in the execution, then the middle level, where the executives are concerned in the day-to-day maintenance or day-to-day executing, they go. And if it is the bottommost, wherein the operations is concerned, where people are required to set the signals, set the routes, see the operations are in order, and there is no fault with the signaling systems or otherwise, then it is at that level. So that is why I think once we have been able to get to the root cause, the decision for accountability would be very appropriately taken.
All right. Quite a tragic incident in India. Over 280 people have lost their lives after or following this train accident. I've been talking to a retired member of the Indian Railway Board. His name is Rakesh Chopra. Rakesh, thank you very much for talking to WION World is One today.